Hello teachers, welcome to project-based learning. We will be looking at the PBL Up and Down the Opposites train. We will go through all the activities and help the child use them independently or with minimal help. The project-based learning activities are based on the chapter Wealth and Values for grade 7 and the concept is opposites. Learning objectives. Identify and write opposite words. Read the story and answer to questions based on opposite words. Write sentences with opposite words in them. Learning outcomes mapping. Using appropriate grammatical forms in communication. Infers the meaning of unfamiliar words by reading them in context. Connects ideas that he or she has inferred through reading and interaction with his or her personal experiences. Reads independently in English storybooks, news items, headlines, advertisements, etc., talks about it and composes short paragraphs. Reads text with comprehension, locates details and sequence of events. The first activity is about putting down opposites. The images will help the learner understand the word. Let's go through this activity. Laugh, cry. Young, old. Tall, short. Happy, sad. Cold, hot. Similarly, we have a few more words. Strong for weak. For light, we have the word heavy. Thin, fat, full, empty. Now that you find the learners are comfortable using opposites in single words, direct them to create sentences using opposites in the same sentence. In the example, the opposites up and down are used. Now using them in a sentence, Sanju threw the ball up. It touched the roof and came down. The next sentence reads, while walking, I put my right leg and left hand forward. In order to help students frame such sentences, you can come up with words that are opposites, like hot and cold. The learner can start the sentence using the word hot. It was hot outside. The learner now completes the sentence using the word cold. It was hot outside, so Ria was waiting for a cold drink. Some more sentences are, while filling the glass, I emptied the bottle. I gave my seat to my grandma so she could sit while I stand. Activity 3. Let us read the story about opposite words. In a bustling town named Word, please read as Wordville, two friends, Tara and Samir, embarked on an exciting adventure to learn about opposite words. They were fascinated by how words could mean completely different things based on their context. Their journey began at the Wordville Library, where they stumbled upon a magical book titled The World of Opposites. As they flipped through its pages, they were transported to a whimsical land where everything was opposite. They met a giant who was as tiny as an ant, a cat that barked like a dog, and a sun that shone brightly at night. Tara and Samir realized that opposites added a whole new dimension to their understanding of the world. After a day full of adventures, they returned home, eager to share their newfound knowledge with their classmates. They created a fun game where they could call out a word and their friends had to shout out its opposite. The game was a hit, and soon everyone in Wordville was playing that game. Tara and Samir were thrilled to see how learning about opposites words could be so much fun. Here are a few comprehension questions that follow. What is the name of the town where Tara and Samir live? The answer, Wordville. What was the title of the magical book they found in the library? The answer, The World of Opposites. Describe one of the characters Tara and Samir met in the land of opposites. Answer, they met a giant that was as tiny as an ant. After the comprehension questions, there are also a few practice questions which the children can use to reinforce the topic that they have just learned. Some of the answers for those questions are, what is the opposite of hot? Cold. Which picture shows the opposite of happy? Picture D. For match the following, you may match the images and the word old with young, closed with open, day with night, long with short. PBLs also include OMR sheets so that the learner can practice for any competency exams they might appear for. This brings us to the end. Happy learning!